Man, you know. So I'm walking to this other spot, you know. But yeah, it's been so long since I had sex, bro. You know, I can't control it, bro. You know, you know. I got the urge to, you know, fucking high as hell. It's about like what, 87 degrees, man. It's hot. I usually don't walk around with my shirt off like this, but today, because it's so hot, I just took off that shirt, bro. I don't have a tank top though. Even if I had a tank top, I'd still take that shit off. It's better to be walking around bare chested, you know, than to have any type of shirt on right now, man. And plus, you know, I'm showing the yokes, you know, showing the buffness, you know, you know. But yeah, it's been so long since I had sex, man. Since I even tasted a woman. You know, that's how highly competitive it is in this dating market. You know, you got to put in effort to go find females. The females don't come to you like that. You got to go to a bar, a club. You just, you know, you got to go out of your way to get women. You know, you got to put in the effort. But yeah, it's been so long since I had sex. You know, it's been long. It's been so long. It's a shame that you got to be on your P's and Q's just so you can have sex on the regular. I remember when I was out there dating, man, boy, it was hard to get sex on the regular. You women don't know how competitive it is for a man to get sex on the regular. We ain't talking about just finding a one night stand here and there or getting nibbles, getting scraps. We're talking about like getting sex on the regular. See, women, they can get sex on the regular like that. You know, us men, we gotta work like 10 times hard just so we can get sex on the regular. You know, it's been so long since I've been in a relationship, man. Too, you feel what I'm saying? I don't even know what it's like. I don't even know what it's like no more. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to cry about it, you know, but I am doing something about it. You feel what I'm saying? I am on my grind. I am on a mission to get the bag. But I don't even know what it's like to be in a relationship. You see, these women in this area, they don't pursue you like that. Men gotta pursue women all the time. It's not the other way around, man. You know what I'm saying? You get to the point where you just get desperate, man, and you can't help but to be alone. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't like I can control it. Go out there and be like, yeah, bitch, get into a relationship with me. You know, nah, I can't control that shit, bro. That's why men gotta seek resources, power, and money, man. You know? You know, and then it's like, you know, you're desperate, but then you don't want to act desperate. You don't want to complain about the situation, really. You feel me? Whew. Walking through this heat, bro. It's fucking hot. You know? You know, I can't remember the last time a female pursued me over here on the West Coast. You see, where I'm at, man, California, there's so many millionaires and thousandaires around me that, you know, yeah, I'm going to struggle. The reason why I struggle, because the dating market is highly competitive where I'm at. Now, if I move to a different state, maybe like Florida, or maybe even like Las Vegas or Nevada, or I move to like Texas, then I probably would do better out there. Matter of fact, I know I would. I done heard motherfuckers say, California, man, that place is too goddamn competitive, man. I was out there in the Bay Area and I couldn't find a girlfriend worth shit. The moment I got away from the Bay Area, that's when I found a girlfriend. So it's my surroundings. It's the women out here, man. They bring their standards up high. You feel what I'm saying? And plus, I got so many men out here, man. No homo. I mean, I'm surrounded by so many men that the men outnumber the women out here. So that's another factor why I'm struggling. You know, that's another factor. You know, me, I haven't had a girlfriend in 8 years. I have had flings and stuff, but I ain't never had a girlfriend where I never had a relationship to where me and her was in a long-term relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, it's so hot. I gotta put some chapstick on, bro. My lips are dry like a motherfucker. You feel me? I remember picking this guy up a while back, and I done told this story 100 times, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna tell it again. Because some of you guys are new to my channel. You know, I remember when I was doing Uber and Lyft, which is a scam. Don't ever do Uber and Lyft, bro. Don't ever put a bunch of miles on your car just for the sake of making a little bit of money. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's all you're making. You got people in and out your car, putting all kinds of miles on your car, destroying your car, just so you can make a little bit of bread. Don't ever do that. But anyway, like I said, back to what I was saying. You know, what's up with it, Jamie? I picked up this dude while I was doing Uber, right? And I was telling him, or we were discussing the dating market, how competitive it was over here in the Bay Area. And he said, man, really? He's like, man, yeah. He's like, yeah, man, yeah, it's competitive out here, man. I had a friend that was struggling to get a girlfriend out here, man. No. The conversation went, oh yeah, I had a friend that had to move to New York. Yeah, he moved to New York. I said, why? He said he couldn't find a girlfriend. He couldn't find a woman over here in the Bay Area. So he moved, and then when he moved to like New York, that's when he found a girlfriend. He found a girlfriend out there, but out here in California, trying to find a girlfriend is like trying to find a needle in a haystack over here in the Bay Area, bro. All these goddamn techies, a lot of guys are blaming it on these techies because there's a whole lot of techies walking around with money and shit. And they throw their money around, and you know, you're competing with the techies for women and shit. You know? So it's a shitload of those. Think about it, in the Bay Area, there's 350,000 millionaires in the Bay Area. That's a lot of fucking millionaires to compete with. And most of them are techies, bro. See, I blame it on techies too, man, because before the techies came into the Bay Area, dating was a lot more simple, man, and there wasn't all this goddamn flaking and ghosting and shit that a lot of these females are doing nowadays. You know, after 2012, when that Apple phone came out, that's when things started getting real in dating. It's highly competitive because of them goddamn techies, man. I got into an argument with a techie a while back because I was kind of pissed off at how you guys came over here, brought the cost of living up, brought the cost of pussy up. You brought all the cost of living of everything. You made things more complicated over here. When I was doing Uber, I picked up this one guy, got into an argument with him, and I was like, before you techies came, because he said he was a techie and shit, right? You know, and I was like, yeah, before you techies came, I came and talked. Before you techies came, the rent was like $1,200, and then it shot up to $1,500. Cause that was what my girlfriend was playing. Me and my girlfriend, when we stayed together, we were splitting the rent and shit. And when the techies came through around 2012, the rent went up from $1,200 to $1,500, and then it went up to $2,000. Okay? Because you techies can afford it, but not the average Joe. You feel what I'm saying? So ever since the techies came into the Bay Area, it's been a lot harder to find pussy for me and other men, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, they wifing up the average woman too. Yeah. And a lot of guys, they don't want to say what they're going to school for. Most of the time, when a motherfucker tell you that he's going to school for computer science, he's a techie. He's the reason why motherfuckers been struggling in the dating market. Motherfuckers been struggling trying to find affordable housing. You techies come in here and you destroyed everything. You know what I'm saying? You can eat it from the back. Eat that shit from the back. For real. What's up with it, Jamie? Yeah, man. So it's like, it's been a long time since I've been with a woman, bro. I've been like really desperate. I'm to the point where I just walk around with my shirt off, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if female look at me or nothing like that. When you're desperate, you're gonna show your best assets anyway. Women walking around with titties out, shit. I can walk around with my chest off. You know? I walk around because, you know, I say, fuck it, man. A lot of times, you know, I'm not completely invisible, but, you know what I'm saying, when you want attention and you starving for attention, or I just walk around with my shirt off. Motherfuckers, I don't care. After a while, you don't feel the embarrassment no more. You say, fuck it, it's complicated and dating out here anyway. You know, might as well show the six pack. Might as well show the chest. You know what I'm saying? To get an edge over my competition. Shit, that ain't nothing but advertising. You walking around advertising yourself. If you got a six pack and you got pectoral muscles and big ass arms and shit, show them motherfuckers. It's called peacocking anyway. In the pickup community. In the pickup artist community, walking around with your shirt off is called peacocking, bro. Especially when you got, you know, a nice body and stuff. Shit. I get advantage over my competition. You know, out here, everybody got a Tesla. Everybody got a muscle car. And I see why I struggle. Look at all these dudes making money out here. Driving around in that Tesla SUV that looked like that vehicle from Aliens, I mean. That new Tesla vehicle, it's the SUV. It looked like that that tank from Aliens Part 2. You know, that armored vehicle that Ripley and them was driving. They look like that. Man, like I said, man, it's been a long time since I had some sex, bro. I advise nobody to go this long without sex. It's not a healthy thing to do, man. Like, it's not healthy for your mental mind. You know, you feel what I'm saying? It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. Your body is built to have sex. You know, if you ain't having it, man, mental issues can occur. Like being pissed off, angry at people. You know, it'll cause you to approach females that's out of your league, drunk. You know, you know what I'm saying? It'll cause you to walk around with your shirt off, showing all your muscles and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know. Anyway, I'm almost to my spot, man. But when you're in a highly competitive dating market, yeah, it's gonna be harder to find sex, man. It's natural, because all the guys, all the men, they want sex too. You know, so you're dealing with a bunch of motherfuckers that want sex just like you, and they're competing to get as much sex as they possibly can. You feel what I'm saying? To beat you. You got motherfuckers out here that are competing just to take you out of the game. You feel what I'm saying? You know, they're competing, trying to make more money, and trying to outdo you and outsmart you and shit like that. You gotta do them the same way, man. You feel me? Like, fuck that, I'm competing against you. Watch me hit this jackpot. And once I get that jackpot in my hand, I'm gonna be your worst nightmare. Watch when I get that bag. I'm gonna be your motherfucking worst nightmare. You better not ever come up against me again. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be walking around with your woman. You know what I'm saying? You be so goddamn angry and thirsty and desperate, you be like, man, I'm gonna take this dude's woman. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna take her. Yeah, I'm gonna take her. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my woman now. Cause I got shit taken from me, shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking all the ghosting that be going on and dating and shit like that. Just like when Ty Girl left me for a sub-5 dude with money. I ain't never forgot that shit, bro. I mean, we wasn't together, but we was having sex, man. Man, I could have got Ty Girl pregnant, man. I was busting loads inside of her, man. Oh, man. It was crazy, bro. I'm just busting loads. At that time, I'm doing desperate things. You know what I'm saying? Because it was, back then, it was hard to get sex, bro. It was like, you know, it's just like, so, I mean, when women got a whole lot of options, it's easy to get lost in the sauce. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't stand out, if you don't have a solid bank account or something, you know, if you don't have, you know, a height, you know, I'm average height, so it's easy to overlook me. But I try to work out and keep my body in shape to attract still. You feel what I'm saying? You know, to make myself stand out, because I'm like, look, man, I gotta compete. I gotta, you know, working out, that's competing. Like I said in my earlier video, working out is competing, because you're trying to get an edge over the other man. You feel what I'm saying? Exercise and diet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have Chipotle today. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna have that shit for lunch. You know. But I'm just saying, like, when it's so competitive, it's only right to work out to get an edge over your competition. It's only right to walk around showing your muscles and stuff. Like when women want to show off their skin, man, you know what I'm saying? They show off their skin, shit. They show off cleavage, all kinds of skin, booty shorts. So if you got muscles, go ahead and wear all kinds of muscle shirts. Show off, man. Get an edge over your competition because it's competitive. The motherfucker get desperate, he starts wearing muscle shirts. Or he just start walking around with no shirt off. With no shirt on. You feel what I'm saying? You're trying to compete. You're trying to beat the other men, bro. You hear what I'm saying? Motherfucker got a six-pack, show that motherfucker, bro. Walk around with no shirt off, especially if it's hot. That's a good excuse to walk around with your shirt off. You know, people see you walking around with your shirt off, they'll be like, oh, he walking around with shirt off. Well, it is hot though. You know, it is like 90-degree weather and shit. You hear what I'm saying? You know, you try to get an advantage over the other man. That's what it is. That's what it's about. You got six-pack abs, or if your body is genetically inclined to have six-pack abs, get those motherfuckers. It's too competitive not to have it. That's how I look at it, man. Like, you exercising to defeat your competition. You know, martial arts too, man. Doing martial arts and stuff. That gives you an advantage because you're always meeting women in martial arts and shit. Capoeira always had a bunch of women in it. So I was always meeting women when I was doing capoeira. I still do capoeira. I still train and shit. I ain't never stopped. I go right back to the holder and just like I never left. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is, you gotta keep it up throughout life, though. You can't get a big old Pillsbury dough stomach, man. It's too competitive for that. It's too competitive to be out of shape. You feel me? Boy, it's hot. Ooh, that little bit of shade right there, man. Just crossing trees with shade feels good. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? So increase your chances of getting sex by getting into shape. Get in the best shape possible, man. Too competitive not to. Too competitive not to be in shape. Like I said, women walking around competing with each other, walking around in skimpy outfits and shit, fucking Daisy Dukes, cleavage showing, titties showing almost. So shit, I got a nice body, I'ma flaunt it. You know, just like that dude said, if you got it, then flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? Then get up on it. Rocky V, was it go for it? He was like, if you got it, flaunt it and get up on it. Go for yours, not for a minute, but all the time. You better do it because I'm going for mine. You know what I'm saying? If you got it, flaunt it and get up on it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna end this live. I just got to my spot. I just needed something to do while I was going to my spot. You guys have a good day. I'm out, man. Peace.